Well, greetings once again, people. This is me, Nick Michael, and the scintillating Steve Fraser.
Yeah, that's some word for me, sure.
Yeah.
Hi.
And this is our second in our sort of Rob Reiner tribute, doing The Princess Bride today.
Yeah, we planned this for his birthday, which was
Actually,
just a little bit ago.
The day before we're recording this.
Okay, yeah, yesterday as we sit here, but it'll be a little bit after.
Before we release it.
And the original plan was to do a double feature for March, because we were going to celebrate his birthday, and then he was tragically murdered, and we said, all right, it's going to take a somber note.
It's going to change the context, but we'll still celebrate the man because
right.
There's so much to say.
So hopefully you caught the previous edition of this.
Which was Stand By Me.
Right. If not, we will
have a playlist for you.
Sure. And then we'll probably repeat some of the items that we brought up.
As we mentioned in the previous one, we did Misery already, so we have at least a 3-film playlist for everyone to run through.
Right.
But guys, today we're watching The Princess Bride, as you mentioned, and we're watching from the Criterion disc today, but it has a 12-second Criterion collection ident at the start of it, which I have gone past. So if you have a DVD copy or something that's not the Criterion version, we should sync up. So everyone else should be at the timestamp of 0, but if you have the Criterion version, make sure that your timestamp is at 12 seconds in. So hopefully you guys get that stuff sorted out and get your subtitles turned on, and we'll sync up with a countdown. So, in 3, 2, 1, play.
I guess we should start by reiterating the unbelievable run that
Mr. Reiner
Robert Reiner had as a director. I mean, starting with this is Spinal Tap.
Yeah, this is right in the heart of it.
Right, and so he does that, and then, he rips off Stand By Me, and then, was this next?
Bows this one up next, yes.
And then,
following year, 87.
And I don't remember exactly which game this is, but I know I played this one. And then, I don't know if he did anything in 88. 89, the greatest romantic comedy of all time, When Harry Met Sally. And then
Misery.
He hits Misery in 90. He hits A Few Good Men in 91.
Yeah.
Colossal. Is there a better 8-year span of directorship ever?
Alone the diversity of what he's doing.
Right.
He goes from a mockumentary to heartfelt coming-of-age drama into this family fantasy film. Then he goes off and makes romantic comedy. Then he makes one of the best horror films of all time. Adapting one of the best King stories you could possibly imagine.
And then a courtroom drama that's probably a top 5 courtroom drama ever.
Or Aaron Sorkin.
Right.
Packed with all the stars of the hot moment. I mean, and it's all across the board. Aces.
What a career. Yeah. And he found this kid.
Fred Savage, yeah.
Right.
He had not done much before this.
And the set decoration, the set department went nuts.
Yeah.
Like here. So
it's all Chicago. Yeah.
He's set in Chicago. We love that. Yeah. Now, William Goldman, who wrote the novel and also ended up writing a dozen famous movies.
Including Misery.
I believe he wrote Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Winning an Oscar for that.
Sure.
That was 1968 or 69.
Something along,
And then he wrote Misery. He's written several King adaptations. He actually wrote the novel, The Princess Bride, and then turned his own novel into the movie.
And it took 15 years to get this thing made. They had things like Robert Redford and Norman Jewison, a couple of the people kind of take a stab at it. Some people bought the rights and he bought the rights back. It just couldn't get going anywhere. And then Reiner grew up with the book, I guess, to a degree.
And we're really just jumping right into it. So we've got our narrator here who is the incomparable Peter Falk. Oh, One Eye.
Yeah.
Glass Eye Columbo. I love Columbo. I love Columbo. And then he's going to read the story, which is a neat little concept. It's kind of, I don't know what the word is for it, but
wrap around.
He's reading the novel to the young man, and we're seeing it play out. starting off with Mrs. Shawn Penn.
Future.
I don't think she was married yet, but
not yet.
But I mean, who wouldn't want to after this?
Sure.
I mean, she's beautiful.
Oh yeah, I mean, they were obviously a whole casting process, but like apparently they'd done an audition with her, and then they had her come meet Goldman at his house or whatnot. And Rob Reiner said he walked up to answer the door, opened the door, and she's standing there with backlit sun and everything. And Goldman's like, "That's exactly how I wrote her." It's like it's a magical moment. It's like. You don't even have to say a word. It just sells itself. And she is perfect. And look at Elwes. Man.
And, yeah, he looks like...
Yeah, angelic.
Yeah, he's picture perfect.
Yeah.
This is a picture perfect shot.
Oh, yeah. This was shot by Adrian Biddle, who year before shot Aliens. So you can see that diversity of that kind of cinematographer, too.
Is this a kissing book is a great line.
Oh, yeah. From, what?
What is he, 10?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe 10.
Yeah.
He's still got that creepy Santa hanging up in his room for no reason. This came out in 87.
Yeah.
But I believe they filmed it in 86.
Yeah. And again, from what I was reading, like apparently, again, Norman Lear comes in and throws in a little bit of the financing to get the entire thing going forward. So, I mean, Rob Reiner had strong ties to the man, as we had documented in the previous commentary. But
well, yeah, I mean,
it was just amazing. Like this guy, keeps throwing in with them.
Rob Reiner's father.
That's a vote of confidence.
Rob Reiner's father is Carl Reiner. Carl Reiner is one of probably the 10 most important people in the history of television, creating things like the Dick Van Dyke Show,
sure.
And all of those old, fantastic shows, and then he partners up, or his company partners up with Norman Lear, who is also one of the 10 most important people in the history of TV.
Run through the 60s and 70s,
right? Casting a young Rob Reiner, a nepo baby. In his debut role on All in the Family, which is one of my favorite television shows ever. Mm-hmm. So, like, as much as it, could have appeared at the time, like, hey, this guy's being handed...
He's getting the soft coasting through the industry thing.
Right, but the work...
The work pays off.
Right.
You see it.
Here we have Chris Sarandon.
Oh, yeah. Who I've met. Very hell of a gentleman. Really.
Yeah, I've never met the guy.
Yeah. Got the photo on my phone.
I've
shared the photo around here and there to do some of these things, but
I would be much more interested in meeting the man
Christopher Guest.
To his right. Lord, he is a lord, I believe. He's he's got some sort of Scottish title to him. He's a lord. Christopher Guest, who I think previous to this, it was in betwixt him starring in This Is Spinal Tap and starring in this one that he met and married a young lady named Jamie Lee Curtis.
Surely. Who make a couple for you.
Who, if they're still married,
yeah,
they're both in their 70s.
Having a good time.
They are maybe my favorite Hollywood couple of all time. Here's the shot. This is the one Rob Reiner hates. You see that sun flare?
The lens flare, yeah. I get you.
Rob Reiner has gone on record saying...
Some filmmakers who will get gaga over a lens flare. Other ones like, no, not at all.
So he left it in, and he regretted it till the day he died.
Yeah, get it.
And, okay, I mean,
those are hard to dodge around, really. But,
so she's escaping
the motley crew.
She escaped the marriage, right? We haven't really talked about the story. So she was basically
plucked out of obscurity to be just the wife, the bride, to strut out to the people and everything, and then obviously
she says nay,
machinations go along in the story. We find out why.
She says nay and runs away, and runs into this trio.
Oh yeah. What a trio.
I guess we'll start with Wally Shawn.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on. What a talent.
Wally Shawn, we'll get back to him in a minute. Was kind of a dramatic stage actor.
Oh, yeah?
You know, he did all kinds of things. He did My Dinner with André, which is like
I haven't seen it, but I've absorbed some information about that thing. It looks like it's a heck of a flick.
It's a talkie. I remember thinking it was just kind of okay. I didn't love it.
No, but it's an interesting concept.
Right. At the time, though, it was really, like, ahead of its time.
Oh, yeah.
And he is... This isn't an act. That's his real voice.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know that.
He's got that little speech impediment that just makes him... And he's like the leader of this group. He's got this little Napoleon complex, right?
Lovely.
And then this is Mandy Patinkin. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Who he kind of steals the show here in a little while.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
But then there's the big man.
Oh, André, yeah. We're going to have a long talk about André.
So...
Not the first time he'd been in a film. He had done a part in Conan the Destroyer about a year or so before this, but it was under like a big kind of monster thing or whatnot.
And I think Reiner was a WWF fan, I think.
Probably. Well, Goldman had written the role of Fezzik for him back in the early 70s when I heard he wrote the thing.
Okay.
Because, back then, André hit the scene and just a spectacle in and of himself.
And now he weighs 200 pounds more here than he did back in the 70s.
And apparently he had just had the back surgery, so he's in a lot of pain.
I think this was actually before. Maybe I'm wrong.
They said roughly around, said he had done it, because... We know going to WrestleMania 3 in early 87, he's got the back brace on.
Right. He had already filmed this.
Not a good thing, so he had already filmed this, yes. But it was a lot of things like, they hired a giant who really couldn't do the physicality they needed for certain sequences because his back was just in bad shape.
Right. And you can tell when it's a stunt double here in some scenes.
Yeah, the wider shots. You can get up in the...
I don't remember the exact storyline, but there was a storyline sometime in '86 where André was injured or taken out in the WWF.
I think there. Yeah,
and he went away.
Yeah,
and he was going away to both film this and then have the back surgery in one order or another.
Yeah,
I forget.
A couple months probably.
And I remember hearing a story at one time. The lore behind André is
very thick.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
André is his own class of fairy tales.
You could write a few hundred pages on André alone. I'm sure there's a biography somewhere.
There is. There's one on HBO that's fantastic.
I'm talking like an actual book.
Oh, okay.
Type of thing.
If anybody's not seen the HBO documentary about André, pull it up and watch it next. So there's a story out there where he went to go have the back surgery, and the man is... over 7 feet tall. He's over 500 pounds. And he is a known alcoholic.
Oh, yeah. Bottles and bottles.
He's been known to drink 100 beers in a sitting.
Oh, yeah.
So...
his mitts, it's like like one of those mini cans of Coke or whatnot you get at the grocery store. It looks like that in his hand compared to us.
At some point, I will share the photo that I got... When you go to WrestleMania, you can see like a little museum of things.
You can see his
glass eye.
Yeah. one of the only few close that they have on Falk, because usually they shoot him so well where they're trying to angle it where he's got the good eye towards the camera.
Correct. Yeah, you almost never see him straight on.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a thing where you can hold your hand up to a silhouette of André's hand.
Yeah.
And it really looks like me, and I have small hands.
Like a dinosaur.
Right. It looks like a catcher's mitt.
Right.
And against a 4-year-old. Yeah. So, anyway, there's a story out there that, they didn't know how to handle anesthesia for his surgery, right? And so, a doctor, allegedly, according to lore, asked him, what kind of liquor would it take to get you feeling good? And he said a few liters of vodka.
Sure.
Like, think about the old RC 3-liter.
We don't have old referee Tim White around to interrogate anymore, but he was
Like
Andre's
his handler
on the road.
So, I don't know. That stuck with me as like several liters of vodka to get him loosened up where they could perform a surgery.
I think I'm remembering because I sat in on a Chris Sarandon panel. I think there was a whole thing where like André passed out in the lobby of a freaking hotel one time, and who was going to pick him up and move him anywhere?
Right. They just covered him up.
Left him there.
They covered him up with a blanket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, André is.
Yeah.
I don't know. If there's a Mount Rushmore of wrestling,
Yeah.
I realize
There's a lot of folks in the last 40 years to add to that conversation.
I get it. You know, people like the Hogans.
Right. But if we're talking about the primordial guys, like him, Bruno Sammartino,
right,
a few others.
Like, André belongs on lists.
Yeah. I mean, the fact is, when he passed, he was he's the reason why the Hall of Fame
exists.
got existed for the World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah.
The very first induction. And he had gone to his father's funeral back in France, and he passed a few weeks later. So.
Right. Yeah, it was January of '93 that he passed away.
Yeah.
He was younger than we are now.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was 42 or 43 years old.
Something like that, yeah. I mean, it was the unofficial term by gigantism condition or whatnot.
Right, I forget.
So I saw it on Wikipedia or whatnot. I'm not going to bother searching.
It'll come to me at some point, the name of his disease.
It's like ACO something like that.
And there were, even in the 70s and 80s, there were doctors that were willing to perform a surgery to acromegaly. Is that correct?
That was what, that's right.
See, I knew it would just come to me.
Yeah.
There were doctors that were available and said, we will perform the surgery to stop it. Mm-hmm. Much like Paul White, the Giant / Big Show. Yeah. I believe he has the same condition.
I don't think he does have the same thing.
Oh, no?
I've heard that he doesn't have the exact same
Because I thought that he had some sort of pituitary gland surgery.
Something like that. I don't think it's the exact same thing.
Okay, well, either way.
Despite what WCW tried to make you believe back in times.
Yeah. But I believe André turned down medical service.
Okay. I mean, he had more than enough money to pay for it.
Right, citing, I think he believed in God. I think he just, said, I'm going to, this is how I was meant to be, and I'm going to be this way. Sure. And ultimately, it killed him. He basically had a condition that said that he never stopped growing.
Right.
So by the time he was 40, he's still growing.
The maximum of
right, and all of
what the physiology can handle.
His organs inside are continuing to grow. Everything is growing.
Heart.
He's just uncomfortable all the time.
Right, I'm sure. I mean, those last few years where they kept putting him out there because there's a little bit more money to squeeze out of it. Well, you could tell he was
right. He was on crutches.
He's tagging with Haku because Haku's doing 98% of the work in the match anyway.
Right,
and he's leaning on the ropes.
And that was 90,
89, 90. Yeah.
And then his last match was in like 91, I think.
Yeah, finally, not off of TV, but like
over in Japan and
stuff like that. But yeah, he was rough shape by the end of 91.
But I mean, look at how big he is just compared to her.
Oh yeah, and everyone had the absolute most beautiful things to say about him on the entire production. Apparently, he had such a good time with it because on set there was no one looking at him like he was a spectacle, just like he's just another person on the set.
Can you imagine how hard it would be, like, to be on an airplane or to get in a car?
I mean, that's the thing I can't even imagine. I mean, chartered flights, I guess.
No, I don't think so.
I mean,
he was in first class, but but
even still, I mean, the width of the seats, and I mean, it's just some kind of, I don't know. I can think of something like Yokozuna who ended up blowing up 500-600 plus pounds. I mean, how do you get fitting?
Well, I think he ended up taking like buses and stuff like on his own.
Probably, but even if they had to do like a European tour or something.
Right.
No.
So I know we haven't really been talking about the film,
but yeah.
The premise sort of here is that this mystery man is now chasing after what the
Vicini's men.
Right. And has to thwart them individually.
Mm-hmm.
And I never really understood why it was that Mandy Patinkin's character here was so interested in a fair fight, so to speak, as opposed to just killing him. But
well, it shows a little bit more of his character. He's not quite as callous as Vicini.
Right.
He's just saying like, "Oh, I found you liquored up in some freaking hole somewhere." I mean, he didn't have any direction or purpose, and he's kind of run out to the ground. So this guy kind of searching for. I mean, obviously we know what he's searching for as we get to it, but it shows that he's not a thief at heart.
Right.
He's just a little bit of a hired mercenary to a certain degree, for lack of a better term.
There is such a charming wit to the dialogue that's written by Goldman.
Oh, yeah.
I've never read the novel. But, like, he wrote a fairy tale.
Oh, yeah.
That is family-friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that the dialogue is written is so... I don't want to... Like, simple is derogatory, but it's written so that...
Elegantly.
The entire family can understand it and enjoy it. And... You know, like, these aren't swashbuckling, I'm going to murder you now type characters.
There's an honor and a nobility to a lot of them. These two guys especially.
But even the bad guys they speak in a way that isn't menacing. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you smile.
Well, we'll get to Humperdinck. He's a pompous ass, but he's not these guys who've been kind of in the gruff and everything like that. He's this pampered, spoiled jackass. That's why you hate him.
Like, this poor man. Like, these two are about to duel.
Oh, yeah.
And meanwhile, they're having a friendly chat, and he's saying, when I meet the man that's going to kill me... Like, you and I are going to do battle, but hold on for a minute. I'm going to tell you my story.
Yeah. But I just like that it shows the honor. It shows that...
Oh, I'm not complaining about it.
I just like... It's such a nice thing, because, I mean, it's just business. There's nothing personal about it. It's like, I got a loyalty here, I got a job to do, and, well, you got your own job to do, so let's see who's the better man here.
Note that they are both fighting left-handed.
Oh, yeah. And Patinkin and Elwes knew nothing about swordplay when they got hired for the film, cast for the film. They spent every free minute learning how to do this stuff throughout the production.
Well, I don't know who would be the choreographer on this.
Oh, I do.
Oh, you do?
I do.
All right.
His name is Bob Anderson. He worked on the Star Wars trilogy. He worked on Highlander. He worked on Pirates of the Caribbean, Mask of Zorro, Lord of the Rings. Any swordplay in those films is Bob Anderson.
If you watch carefully, you can see the pad where he lands.
Yeah, earlier when they're at the cliff or whatnot, when they're showing him like foot level, you can see he's on the ground, kind of wobbling
a little bouncy.
But the thing is, the film looks a little soundstagey, but I think that works for the flavor of the film.
Right. Like,
it feels a little fabricated because it's kind of it is a storybook.
Right.
it's for a children's tale. So you could see this kind of like painted in the illustrated storybook. It feels right.
You're right. They're like, you go, oh, look at this ridiculous set that they're on.
It's not supposed to look like Excalibur.
But you're right. Like, it lends itself to the nature of the story.
Yeah.
The facial expressions are fantastic. You can see the pad there where he's going to land.
It's got a little...
It's got an outline.
Yeah. Yeah. Aside from the little flips there, the two actors did all the sword fighting themselves.
Right.
Because, I mean, like I said, they put in the hours.
I love the facials.
Oh, yeah.
Like...
That's the storytelling. That's the character of it all. You can have the swiping, but you got to get those two guys emotionally into the scene with their characters.
There's an honor, a respect, a level of unbelievability.
But also the delight, the kind of amusement.
Right.
It tells the story.
The one hand behind the back is fun. The classic fencing stance. Oh, he cut his ear or his hair.
Slit his chin or so.
I hate to have killed you because what a masterful battle.
Yes,
and then didn't even kill him.
And then again, that's a nice piece of characters. Like, like if normally you would kill him, like you're a worthy adversary for me to slay or whatnot. I was like, that's not his character. That's not his intention. And it's like I just these little pieces of character, just sprinkled in every so often there, just like it's telltale.
And Vizzini here, he just thinks that he is so far ahead away from everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a very charming aspect where he has to kind of battle his way through the gauntlet of men.
Yeah, it's smart. He's got to show off different characteristics of strategy and stuff like that.
Well, that's true. And I think that's a thing that, like, in the wrestling world, if André liked you, then you were golden.
Yeah.
And if André didn't like you, then he would just make your life a living hell.
I mean,
and
you didn't like the Ultimate Warrior. He did some shit to him on the Hard Show circuit.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, André knows that he can, like, if you don't want to play ball, he will just sandbag you.
Right. So what are you going to do about it?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. He also had an ego about him, rightly so.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, he said, I am the giant. And therefore...
I gotta say, Andre's the first, like, global wrestling superstar.
I would agree with that.
He went all around the world.
I would agree with that.
Making millions of dollars, headlining everywhere.
And... his hand size, by the way, is 11 inches.
Yeah.
So that's from, I believe, your wrist to the end of the pinky, or the middle finger, right? The longest point.
Yeah.
11 inches is the size of a sheet of notepaper.
Yeah.
Like, a sheet of paper. Mm-hmm. So if anybody has a sheet of paper lying around, get that out.
Yeah.
And hold that piece of paper to your wrist.
Yeah.
And his middle finger goes to the end of the piece of paper.
Yeah. They had the whites out there. You could see the kind of mangy wig on the stunt guy a little bit.
Oh. Right
like here.
there.
Yeah, like, here. You can kind of see.
Poor guy.
He's not quite as big as André now.
Poor guy. He's got...
But again, in terms of characters, I like that Fezzik as well. He's kind of fair play. He's not as mean. It shows that he's not as mean-spirited and kind of, I guess, greedy as Vizzini is. Vizzini's the real mastermind of the criminal.
The dastardly,
he doesn't have any real morals, but these guys got a little something going for them. So it makes it easier to turn them into main protagonists later on in the story.
Right. Yeah, but if André didn't like you,
he
basically just said, "Never mind."
Yeah. I guess, like I said, there was at least a match with Warrior on the circuit or whatnot, where Warrior was just doing a whole bunch of crap and bouncing off the ropes, and all André had to do was just
put out a fist,
put his fist out, and it's like, "You're done." You run right into that big freaking mitt. What else are you going to do about it?
He didn't like Jake.
I can kind of feel that with the matches they had.
He famously would stand on Jake's hair and then lift him up.
Yeah, like Hogan, Savage. I think went with those guys.
Yeah, he got along with most people. There's a lot of people.
Studd, I feel, probably went away.
No, because Studd was a giant. And
Bobby, though. Bobby,
yes.
Yeah.
Love
Bobby.
Haku,
everyone likes Haku.
Studd performed as a giant, and André said, "I'm the giant.
I'm the giant.
You are not the giant."
That's why the body slam match makes no sense. You're about 100 pounds smaller than the guy you say that can't body slam you. This always made a little preposterous sense to me for the first WrestleMania. But
yeah, but Studd also...
That would just... Yeah.
He also had the gimmick of nobody could slam him either.
Right, sure.
So
it's something, but anyway. But this is...
I love that he sat down with a loaf of bread and cheese and apples and a flask.
This is dinner with André.
Sort of, yeah.
This is just going to be the next 45 minutes of the film.
Right, we're just going to talk for a while.
Over bread and wine.
He's like, there's no way that anybody could beat me in a battle of wits.
Look at the whole... you'd want to walk around like that, wouldn't you? The black outfit with the little pirate look.
Kind of. I wouldn't be caught dead in that mustache, though. That's for sure.
But he looks fabulous in it, man. Costume looks wonderful.
Wally Shawn's outfit is also fun.
Oh, yeah.
Did he ever have a role that was more popular or famous than this one?
I don't know.
Like he's kind of known. He was known for My Dinner with André prior to this.
Yeah.
Not that André, but a different André.
Yeah, properly. Yeah.
But
that'd be.
What a great parody that would have been, right?
Would have been great. Yeah.
It's a very interesting collection of items he's wearing there. He's got like a fur lining.
Yeah.
Probably on top of some sort of tunic.
Yeah.
How hot would it be in that outfit?
Ooh.
Not remotely.
This was released at the end of September of '87, so they're probably shooting spring at the latest.
Well, André...
Over in the UK.
I feel like it was in the fall.
Maybe fall previous?
Of '86, yeah. Because he was back on TV in January, February.
Yeah, I'm thinking... straight on.
And how interesting would that have been, right? So André goes away in '86.
Yeah.
Off of TV, and he's shooting this movie, and then he comes back on TV in late January, early February of '87, under the tutelage now of Bobby Heenan. He's turned bad guy.
Oh, yeah. Rip the crucifix off of Hogan.
It's the most famous Piper's Pit of all time.
Oh, yeah.
You're bleeding. Then
That's a great bit.
hey, look over there.
Look over there. As smart as he is, he's still a little of a doofus.
I love him.
He's running a con on people to make them believe he's the smartest guy in the room.
Right.
But he don't know anything more than you do. He just talks a good game. And that look.
And
man,
the facials.
He's such a marvelous comedic actor.
So André goes on to take on Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
In Detroit at Mania 3. It's the biggest spectacle of all time.
Yeah.
They held the indoor attendance record for 20 years.
Yeah.
And
wherever that number actually might be.
I think it was more like 70,
yeah,
give or take.
They claimed 93,000. They like to
pad the numbers?
Pad the number, let's say that.
So, André at this point is one of the most hated men in all of America.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take much.
Right? He's one of the most hated men in spring of 87. And in the fall of 87, here comes this wonderful family movie where he's a hero or a beloved character.
Yeah, lovely.
Like, do you think it was detrimental to the film that one of the most hated people in the world, on the sports world, is now starring in your movie? And you're like, oh, I don't want to go see that guy.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I mean, he kind of doubled his budget a little bit more. A little more than double his budget at the box office, so it wasn't like the runaway success. Definitely, I mean, again, the era of the cable TV and the home video circuit, the market and whatnot, it just created the whole backing for this film throughout the decades. It was such a thing that Reiner was having kind of an argument with the studio, because I think it was 20th Century Fox. I think they were producing it at the time or something like that. Now it's in MGM's hands for reasons. But he got on the phone with them because they were kind of pulling back on doing promotion for the whole thing. And he said, I don't want this to become the next Wizard of Oz, because Wizard of Oz, apparently when it was originally released, was not that big of a hit. It took over time for it to become the widespread classic it was. So he was kind of talking in immediacy terms.
Right.
He wants, let's get out there and put some money behind it, put someone on Carson, put someone here, put someone there, whatnot. Get a little stir around it, and they just kind of didn't. Someone just didn't believe in it at the studio that much to put that much behind it to get it going that far out. I mean, September 25th, 87 feels like a decent time of year to put it out.
The rules were different.
Yeah.
At that time than they are now.
Yeah.
Any movie that comes out in September right now, it's a death sentence.
Yeah, some exceptions, but it's not a guaranteed. It's not typically a month that you know exactly what to put out. So you just put out whatever. And some years it's a little bit of a dry bed.
Labor Day weekend is typically one of the worst weekends of the entire year.
Yeah.
Along with some weekends in like February-ish, you know.
Yeah, the President's Day weekend usually isn't too hot, and the Super Bowl weekend is half cooked anyway. But, yeah, I mean,
there are also not as many movies released, back then.
Yeah.
There might have only been 200 titles all year long.
Yeah.
And now there's...
And all types of different release strategies. Some things didn't get as wide a release as some other things. Some things started out small and then built up over time. These days, sometimes you get maybe 2 weeks and you'll just call it quits on your thing. You don't get time. You don't get the longevity to try to build.
Right, because now there are 500 movies that come out a year.
And everyone's itching to just dump it on the streaming service.
Right, because there's different licensing rights, whatever, A
couple weeks after it's...
And you know by Friday night whether you're going to have legs.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas it used to take, at least through the weekend to know, okay,
if we got the juice or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, really, now you know by Friday night.
Right. But I kind of like this as
where he's not telling the truth.
Right. Well, it's kind of testing her to see where does her heart really lie.
Right.
He's been away this long. She's now set to marry the prince. Is it truth that she's marrying this guy because of something honest and true or whatnot, or is it some kind of political move type of thing? And now it's just like, yeah,
so,
it's beautiful. It's a nice piece of comedy.
Is this our midpoint?
Oh no, I don't. No.
No.
Probably after he gets captured, I think.
Okay, I thought maybe her finding out that he was there to rescue.
No.
I do think that this movie drags in the middle a little bit, personally, but yeah, we're still a little bit.
It's about an hour 38 total.
All right, so we still got 10-ish minutes before we're. But that's fun. The as you wish as he's rolling down the hill.
Yes. Beautiful.
He's got his little pony there.
Yeah.
But you see the side pieces are like glued down, like the part above his ear, like that doesn't go to the pony. So he's wearing some hairspray. Some hairspray
or something. Yeah.
Because
it's keeping it
your hair doesn't just stay there.
Yeah.
It doesn't stay.
Yeah, especially when he probably got in this valley where there's a good amount of wind, probably.
I don't remember what year this is set in.
No, it's not really sad.
But it's back in the day, right?
Alluded to.
They didn't have hair care products back in the day.
No.
I do like we did talk over the part when she's in the water, when they threw her off the boat.
Yeah, screeching eels.
and Falk goes back to start reading again.
Yeah, you've already been that through that part.
And they re-show it, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's clever.
Yeah. Well, it's truth.
Yeah, right.
It's only truth till someone actually has survived it. So.
And they're, what do they call this? The
fire swamp.
Fire swamp, okay. I couldn't remember the exact verbiage. Some great set decoration on this.
Oh, yeah. Nice soundstage work.
That face says it all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They look so good together.
She looks a lot better with him than she does Sean Penn, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Sean Penn was always a little scrubby looking.
Of course, she would go on, like, I guess this might be her most famous role, but
I mean, she's hell of a career.
I'd bet that there's a portion of the audience that thinks about her time in Forrest Gump.
Okay.
I think she might have been nominated for an Oscar. It's a dramatic role, you know. The movie's ridiculous, but yeah, she's definitely had moments. And then, of course, she was on House of Cards.
Yeah.
Which, goddamn, that show was so good. So good for a political drama. Oh, I've always marveled. We'll come back to that.
Sure.
I've always marveled at the way he cuts through these vines.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to see more of them, but little
something.
The way that they're like they look legit.
Yeah.
And he hits them, and they literally break away as if he's got a sword of death here.
Yeah, they just
like
crumble.
The way that they're gimmicked,
the
way they're gimmicked, that he's able to just melt through them.
Yeah.
I've always thought that was like just a little stupid thing, but it really made me smile. Like, really well done set decoration team.
Yeah, yeah.
To have the vines just break away in that manner. That's magic. But House of Cards, man, goddamn, she was so good. And Spacey was so good, and the show was so good. And then Spacey went and got himself in trouble.
Yeah.
And they had to... They did
the last season.
They did run one season with her solo.
Yeah.
And she was fantastic.
And I've mentioned before, my friend Chris Agos shared a scene with her. He guest starred in an episode, at least one.
Right, and he's a local Chicago talent.
Yeah.
We had him tapped to star in a film that you wrote.
A short film many years back. That
and
fell apart.
it was a short film, and which is actually how you and I came to know each other. Was on that film, and Chris was the lead in that role. But he's since gone on to have dozens of credits. I mean, they're not really big roles, but he's had credits.
Yeah, he had a recurring role on a Chicago PD, I believe it was. Yeah, they kind of Chicago Dick Wolf franchise. Yeah.
In the Chicago Med Fire PD.
Yeah,
that group
as a prosecutor. Yeah.
Okay.
So he shared a lot of episodes for the first couple of seasons, I believe. So
quicksand is so ridiculous. There's quicksand in all these movies.
Concept, yeah.
And I don't think there's any quicksand anywhere in the real world. And look at this shit. This is like some Jim Henson shit.
Oh yeah, there's some little people inside these costumes.
Did they really?
Yep.
They got a midge in there?
Yeah.
I love that.
Apparently they had at least two different guys. One was much faster doing it, and when we get to the tussle they have here, it's a little funny thing.
Anyway, so Chris Agos, who is our, a mutual acquaintance here, had a scene with her in which show?
House of Cards.
Oh, it was House of Cards.
At least a scene. It might have been more than that, but there's one he had to be put in one of his reels one year.
That's fantastic. Because I don't think they filmed that here.
No.
Right? That was something that there's another lens flare.
Yeah. At this point in time, he's based in Los Angeles. But
okay.
He comes back and forth. If there's demands for it. Yeah.
Like, those are great.
Oh, yeah. They're right
animatronics.
Out of Labyrinth.
I guess they're not animatronics if there's somebody in the suit.
I mean, probably a little bit for, like, the snarling and stuff like that here and there in the face. It's a nice fantasy concept to kind of go in this little kind of
side quest,
feared little kind of forest area that has all these dangers off on them
that nobody's ever survived.
Yeah, but yeah, apparently
is this the good little man or the bad one?
Well,
the fast one or the slow one?
Well, the thing was, they said one day the guy who did it fast hadn't shown up to set, and they're trying to do with the slower guy, and it really wasn't working. They found out the other guy was running late to the set and got pretty much like pulled over or whatnot, and I don't know,
like a speeding ticket kind of situation.
Sounded like they actually had to get him out of jail. For some reason, whatever. Well, it was reckless driving.
He was in the pokey.
I mean,
got it.
This is over in the UK where they're shooting, so they might have different traffic laws in that regard and different punishments for certain things. But they had to go over and bail him out and come back on set to get the entire thing shot properly.
Little man in the who's cow, got it.
No. And he apparently kept trying to tell the freaking cop, I'm in a movie, I'm trying to get to set. And he's like, what are you playing in this movie? I'm playing a giant rat.
Can you imagine?
Trying to explain these things.
Now the rat's on fire.
Yeah. Tony Caesar could have fit in there.
Oh, yeah. No, well.
Maybe Tony.
Maybe
a supervisor.
Tony was probably still doing stunt work at this point, no?
Yeah.
Or did he?
87, Serpent in the Rainbow, probably.
Which I know I talked to him about that when I met him, and he was not a performer. He was just a coordinator, I think, on that. Yeah, what a beautiful spot.
Wonderful English countryside. All the soundstage stuff was over at Shepperton Studios.
Which is known for what? Anything?
I don't know anything in particular.
Beautiful purple on that. On Chris Sarandon there.
Like I said, the cashmere in this thing's really beautiful.
And look at the hair on Chris Guest.
Oh, yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
He does. Sarandon also has a good coif on him.
Oh yeah, beautiful head of
but
hair.
I don't know. Christopher Guest looks like.
Well, Guest has probably got a wig on, I bet, but Sarandon's hair is genuine, I believe.
Guest looks like a parody. Like Guest is known for his parody shows, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if Christopher Guest were going to make a parody of, something along the lines of, the Monty Python or some sort of King Arthur spoof.
Yeah.
Like, he could just walk off this set into that one.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard not to look at Chris Guest and not just laugh. Like, I can't take the man seriously.
Well, yeah. Shepperton, they had this stuff like Guns of Navarone, Dr. Strangelove. A lot of Kubrick films, looks like.
Okay.
A couple of Kubrick films. Try to find something a little more modern. Omen, shot there. Alien. Gandhi.
Real Alien and Gandhi were shot on the same soundstage?
Prince of Thieves. Costner with Robin Hood.
Yeah. That's getting an Arrow 4K release coming up.
Shepperton Studios was later sold to Pinewood.
Pinewood is where
I think
James Bond was.
The Bond soundstage, all that, yeah.
And we got some more Bond coming up
later
in the year. There was a fun little thing where Cary Elwes realized that Chris Guest has the sixth finger.
Oh, yeah. It's a nice thing for him to learn about it, so we didn't know about it, too, to kind of foreshadow where things are going. Oh, it's coming up to you, pal.
What the guy's got, like, herpes or
Warts.
or some sort of something on his face there. And this guy's not really anybody, right? Like, I looked him up. I don't know his name.
Lord.
But I feel like he's...
Albino. Mel Smith. There's some directing here and there.
Again, I love the dialogue. It's so, like, logic-driven. This is kind of Bond-like in its own little way.
Yeah. Goldfinger strapping you down to the laser.
That is the number one Bond film, as far as I'm concerned. And it probably has the most famous quote in that torture scene.
Yeah. I expect you to die.
Right, exactly. I'm glad that they went back.
I love the little fake out here.
I like that they didn't forget about this.
Yeah. Because the little dream sequence fake out here allows you to understand that he's getting more invested in the story.
Right.
Get it right. You're reading it wrong.
Yeah, it really does show how he kind of passed it off at first, and now he's into it.
Yeah.
The names are stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Humperdinck, Buttercup.
Yeah.
That crown is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a little oversized.
I love the Boo Lady.
Oh, yeah. The whole makeup job.
And there's a character that is speaking in the character.
Yeah.
In the story.
Voice. Yeah.
But it speaks for the reader.
Yeah.
Of the story.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Boo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's all into it, man. The whole makeup job. Yeah.
Muck. She wasn't having a good time.
Beautiful.
It is really good. Shut up.
Shut up.
I wonder if she has naturally blue eyes. Because putting her in the blue dress really brings it out.
But on Wikipedia it would seem to indicate so.
Yep, kind of looks like it.
Yeah. And she's aged pretty gracefully, too.
Yeah.
Pretty much the entire cast, I mean, the ones who are with us still, which is the majority.
Yeah, thankfully.
Really, Elwes looks like he hasn't aged much of any time in 40 years. Patinkin still looks wonderful. Sarandon looks beautiful as well.
Yeah, Sarandon, I feel like he looks the oldest of them, but...
Yeah, but it's like... my photo with him was back in 2014, but...
Yeah, he looked fantastic
But
there.
he still looks the same man. So, just...
And then Chris Guest is, in his 70s.
Sure.
And, completely white hair.
Yeah.
But...
And he's done up here with like I said, probably a wig. And the beard and everything, which he usually doesn't have. So he's... Not a typical look for him.
So Guest, along with Harry Shearer and
Michael
McKean and Rob Reiner collectively, wrote, This is Spinal Tap, the mockumentary. They wrote all the songs.
Yeah.
Michael McKean, I think, really was
the main forefront on that.
And Guest, I believe. I think McKean and Guest together are the musicians.
I mean, Guest has made quite a few sort of mockumentaries with other musical elements later on.
Correct. So they, we can talk about that in a second, but they went on to do a sequel.
Yes, recently, last year or so.
And it ended up being like the final thing that Rob Reiner was in.
Yeah.
40 years later, they make a new Spinal Tap. I didn't get around to seeing that new one yet, unfortunately. But I guess it just goes to show you when you have that relationship and you have a troupe, so to speak.
Yeah.
Guest has more of a troupe
in
his directorship
straight up.
than Reiner did. the cupping of the tits. The,
oh, Madonna action. Speaking of Sean Penn.
Right, Sean Penn. So Sean Penn
was in a whirlwind relationship with her about this time.
Right, I think he was he married to Madonna? And then
I think
that ended, and he went on
the verge. Yeah,
went on to be with Robin Wright.
Yeah,
because I believe at Forrest Gump, which is '94, she is credited as Robin Wright Penn.
Yeah, I think she's married to him somewhere like the mid 2000s or so.
Oh, was it that long?
Well, I was watching a PBS documentary on the film, and I'd imagine that was probably around somewhere around that age, and she was still credited with a hyphenated name. I can check.
Sean Penn, possibly about to win another Oscar here coming up in a month or so.
He's cooking.
But Guest goes on to...
She was married from 96 to 2010 with Sean Penn.
Okay. So she wasn't... Maybe she isn't Robin Wright Penn in Forrest Gump. Because that was 94.
I'm sure definitely a relationship at that point.
Yeah.
Probably involved.
96 to 2010, you said?
Madonna married to Sean Penn, 85 to 89, so...
Okay, so they were... Okay.
In transitions.
Guest
I
has...
love how cold his performance is. It's just so sociopathic. It's all just clinical to him.
His documentaries that he went on to make, starting with Waiting for Guffman, which is so funny. Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hara, all, you know...
I love this guy.
This guy's great.
Yeah.
Of course, they went on to do Best in Show next, which is the most highly regarded.
The high-profile one.
That's the one that everybody likes the most. It is the best. I'm not going to lie.
Sure.
I have a special place in my heart for A Mighty Wind, which is the third one, which is about the folk singers.
Yeah, that's
where
combined with the more musical elements.
Again. Yeah, so him and McKean and Shearer get together as the Folksmen, which is a folk trio, same members of Spinal Tap, completely different kinds of music, which they had performed as that on The Tonight Show in the 80s. So
weren't they at Live Aid too?
Possibly.
I think so.
As the Folksmen, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know if they were as Spinal Tap or Folksmen.
Just hit me or whatnot. I know they actually put out a couple albums as the band.
Right,
so.
right. And then the soundtrack to A Mighty Wind I listened to on the regular. The song that McKean wrote for Levy and Catherine O'Hara was nominated for an Oscar. They performed it at the Oscars, which then brings me back to the Oscars that are, as we were recording this, they're coming up in about 10 days or so.
Yeah.
And it has been announced that Harry and Sally are reuniting at the Oscars. Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan.
Billy was such a lifeblood to the Oscars in the 90s.
Correct. And Billy and Meg Ryan, as Harry and Sally, are going to present the tribute to Rob Reiner at the Academy Awards. Yeah. So, as this is released, the Oscars are in about a week. Hopefully you catch it before then. If not, pull it up on their channel if you're watching this down the road.
Yeah.
To see the tribute to Rob Reiner at the 97th Academy Awards 2026. I know I'm going to cry like a baby.
Oh, yeah.
Harry and Sally is one of those films that just means so much to me. Hey, here's André.
It's wonderful.
The return. Look at that thumb. For fuck's sake, it's a goddamn dill pickle. He talks more in this film than he ever really did as promo. Like, you couldn't understand a goddamn thing he said.
No, not really. I mean, it was, again, such a brilliance when they did the heel turn with him that they just gave it all to Bobby.
Right, because
Bobby did all the work.
He just was stoic.
Right.
Like,
he didn't have to do anything because Bobby was the best of all time.
Hogan, I'll kill you. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's all he's got to...
Yeah.
I don't know if he actually said that, but it's something that's the sentiment.
For the World Wrestling Federation title or stuff like that.
Right.
And then I just remember that interview before the match at Mania 3, and Bobby's just there in the
white suit.
White tux. He's just... it's a brilliant piece of work. I mean, just Andre's presence sells it. Bobby's promo does all the hard work. It's brilliant stuff.
The match only goes 7 minutes, but it's probably the most important moment in the history of wrestling.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that, like, this... And he was one of the most famous good guys.
Oh, yeah.
For decades.
Yeah, ages.
And he turns bad guy on probably the biggest thing that has ever happened to wrestling in the history of ever.
Against the first professional wrestler on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Right. Wheaties, all the things.
Everything, yeah.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Saturday morning cartoon.
Global icon.
Yeah.
And that convergence, perfect storm, led to WrestleMania 3. I mean, and even if you're not a wrestling fan, it's only about 10 minutes long with the match and the intros.
Yeah.
Pull up your YouTube.
Yeah, it's on the channel.
And look up...
WWE's channel.
Look up the Hogan André from WrestleMania 3, even if you're not a wrestling fan.
Put it on for 10 minutes.
The spectacle.
Oh, yeah.
And it's one of the most magical things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's not even a good match.
No, not in a technical sense at all.
But it is...
It's a sports entertainment match.
It is the most important moment in the history of wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Oops. She knows. And he knows.
Yeah. See, with this beautiful transfer, they did a very nice job with her makeup. Because a lot of times you could... sometimes older films, you get them in these high-resolution scans, and the makeup looks a little pancakey.
Right.
Thick.
A little clown paint.
I will reference Roddy McDowell in Fright Night, another Chris Sarandon film, where they just really kicked it on to make him look kind of a much older gentleman, and it doesn't hold up that well in HD.
Since we're tangential to wrestling here, I recall when, sometime in the mid-aughts, when they upgraded to their high-def cameras.
About 07, 08.
Right, and you could literally see people's spray tans running down their face.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh shit, we need to change our strategy.
Oh yeah, you could, I mean, how orange a lot of the wrestlers, like Randy Orton at Triple H, are just like, you're way too bronzed up
they had
for
spots on their back.
Yeah, no good. But
so there he was, just in the basement, right below her. She had no idea.
Yeah.
Even the little beads of sweat on his brow, or his mustache.
But even then...
Yeah, they're like, oh, shit.
Rugen's just there, kind of interested.
Yeah. Can't look away at the train wreck.
He's a little alarmed at first, but then like, okay, well, let me see what this does. And it makes such a great film. And I like the fact that the villains are different temperaments. Like I said, Humperdinck's a little bit more the pompous ass. Rugen's more the cold-blooded, cutthroat, ruthless guy. And you got a couple little henchmen here. They're like kind of silly, goofy, whatnot. So it gives a nice flavor of diversity.
And it makes you wonder, like, who's really running the show?
Right. And they got their own little plots going off and here or there, whatnot. So I like the quality they make such distinct characters all over the board. And they align with the heroes' stories in that regard too. So it's like you're as much invested in Indigo's story as you are Wesley's. And look at this shot, man.
With the sun.
Oh yeah,
and the twinkle off the sword. There's another lens flare. But the one on the horse is the one that really pissed him off. Yeah.
But I mean, captured this moment so well. And this shot doesn't sell you that the soul of his story. I don't know what would.
Those got to be fake trees, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess because the one has a door in it.
Right, sure. Well, they clearly blended it into a proper location.
Crazy to think that he's... Like, they're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And his sword is going to guide him.
Yeah. And he thinks,
right into a tree.
No. Then...
The Keebler elves are present here.
Yes. Yes.
Fudge stripes and...
Yeah.
What were the ones that were stuffed? They had the sandwich cookie. That was the good one.
Oh, I don't know.
Oof. Man. Keebler used to make some good-ass cookies.
Yeah. And again, this is so much the audience surrogate thing.
Right.
He's speaking for us.
That this is such a child's mind.
Yeah.
Well,
I like this.
What is that?
Yeah, this set decor is wonderful. Fridge.
I'm trying to read the hat. Oh, yeah, William Perry. Was that an
He-Man.
autographed William Perry?
It might have been. I don't know if it was like a genuine autograph.
Yeah, it could have been a print. Part of the print.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is hot off the Super Bowl win.
Right, right. And I don't remember what the connection was, like why it had to be set in Chicago.
I don't know. Let me poke around a tad.
There's a goat. Speaking now, here's some...
Because Reiner and Goldman are both from New York.
Right.
So I'm not sure, I know. Yeah,
and here is
your boy.
One of my absolute heroes in life, Mr. William Crystal. Now, this is obviously like ridiculously elaborate makeup.
Oh, yeah.
But even in... Now, this is just the Blu-ray. This isn't the 4K.
Right.
Like, it doesn't look terrible.
No, it looks pretty nice.
He does that thing.
Yeah.
That Jewish mouth.
Yeah. Billy said he has a couple relatives like this guy.
Yeah.
Easy way to channel it through.
He does that thing with the mouth open and the tongue.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, the Jewish lisp. And the hair, it's a great little look he's got.
Apparently.
So, yeah.
Billy's doing this thing. Rob Reiner, every time they roll film, he has to step off set because he's
laughing,
bursting his guts out laughing. Mandy Patinkin, the only injury he apparently got in the film was a bruised rib from holding in his laughter with Billy. He was just riffing the whole time.
Yeah, Billy's one of those people. He's a comedian, right?
He's brilliant.
He is brilliant. He's always been brilliant.
Yeah.
He's never done anything wrong in his entire life.
No.
And he's legit one of my favorite comedians of all time.
I mean, again, speaking back to WrestleMania, it was Billy, Fernando, with Hogan and Mr. T before the first WrestleMania on SNL.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, because he was still on in '84.
Fernando's Hideaway, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah. It looks a little rubbery up close. But,
marvelous.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Blade. Oh, yeah. And then Carol Kane. This is, I mean, whew.
These two have great chemistry.
They were working on it on the plane over, I guess.
So, Crystal, obviously Crystal and Reiner are
thick as thieves.
Very thick as thieves at this point, and then he casts Billy in Harry and Sally, the greatest romantic comedy of all time. You can fight me on that. I think
Mandy's so good.
Now I don't know anything about Mandy Patinkin's other filmography, but
he did a lot of stage work. I know he was on Criminal Minds until he there was some kind of altercation and he left and Joe Mantegna came on and replaced him on the show. But wider stuff I'm not too familiar with.
Needless to say, Crystal has a filmography
deep.
So deep. Deep.
Oh yeah.
And if anyone is looking for a recommendation of one that you might not be familiar with, I implore you to figure out how to get your hands on a movie called Mr. Saturday Night. You've seen it?
No, that was one that was cracking my head because
Mr. Saturday Night
in my head for a while today
with David Paymer, I believe, is
great.
Is the other
great actor,
and it is a heartfelt but also comedic and tragic and oh my God, it's a 10 and nobody knows about it. So I need everyone to go look up Mr. Saturday Night and watch it and put it in the comments after you've seen it and tell me how right I am.
And also mention Billy. He did that because he got to know André so well in this. He did that from My Giant.
Yep.
Which was inspired by André, but is not a biopic or anything like that, which was a little muddy in the coming up to it. I thought it was supposed to be when I went to see it, and it wasn't.
Right.
I don't remember much about it, but at least that's something worth mentioning in that regard. He kind of made that film because of André.
Yeah, everybody loved André.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just a delight. I mean...
And I know that Reiner and Crystal remained, the best of friends all the way to the end.
Yeah.
I recall I don't know if it was a TMZ shot or some sort of paparazzi something or other, that in the hours after it was learned that Rob Reiner was murdered, Billy Crystal was one of 2 or 3 people that were at his home.
Oh my God! Yeah, right away.
Like they went to his home to be with the children,
whomever, whatever.
Yeah. But almost acted as like a representative of...
I would say so. I mean, it's probably as close to his family as you probably could get.
And I forget who the other person was. I don't think it was Larry David, but it could have been.
Jewish Hollywood.
Right, essentially. Yeah. And we talked about this in the other one, and there really is no good way to talk about Rob's death, but, the ridiculously unfortunate circumstance. Like, the man was 80 years old.
Yeah.
Nobody that's 80 deserves to be murdered.
No.
You know what I mean? Not that anybody deserves to be murdered, but when you're 80, you just... That's not something that happens.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was his own son... I mean, I guess it's alleged at this point, but...
Yeah, sure.
He did plead not guilty. I know, whatever that means.
Yeah.
It's...
Due process and all that, yeah.
It's so tragic. Children don't murder their parents.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen when you're 80. And it doesn't happen to our heroes. Mm-hmm. And Rob Reiner's a hero, in my mind.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just awful. And he would have been 81, I think, or 80 or 81.
Roughly about that.
I forget what
now,
it is.
Yeah. But after that hit, the one thing I especially did, I was listening to the song from this film, Storybook Love. Just so much. And kind of remember that song did get nominated for an Oscar this year.
It did?
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yes, it did.
I didn't realize that.
But there's a nice... We get hit this guy moment.
Yeah. I love that the subtitles also have his lisp.
Nice, yeah.
The blessed arrangement.
So, it was a decent lineup for original song.
Okay, and this is 1988 for the year of 1987, correct?
Yes.
All right, so that means... Let me think here.
Yeah, how?
Is this the year that my gal Diane Warren got screwed?
She did.
For Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now,
yes.
the greatest soundtrack song of all time from
yes.
Mannequin. I believe the winner that year was the Dirty Dance, the Dirty Dancing song,
yes.
right?
I've had the time of my life.
I didn't realize, those are the two that I know. I'm sorry.
Seeger. Shakedown.
Shakedown, right. Shakedown, okay. And I know we talked about this when we covered Beverly Hills Cop 2. Shakedown was Bob Seger's biggest hit of his career.
Yes.
Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah.
Of all the tens.
The sequel to the biggest film in 1984. Hell yeah.
Of all the songs that Bob Seger had.
Yeah.
Against the Wind, Night Moves.
Everything.
All the songs.
Yeah. Turn the page.
Shakedown is this biggest hit.
Yeah.
And that was nominated and lost.
And the last one was for Cry Freedom from Cry Freedom, which is probably the least notable one, I'd imagine.
Diane Warren
nominated a million times.
She did win a Lifetime Achievement Oscar.
Well,
but she has never won
in
the
a competition
Oscar.
sense, yeah, no.
She's nominated again in 2026. She's not going to win.
No.
But she wrote... Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now for Starship in the movie Mannequin, and it's one of the greatest fucking songs in the history of cinema, in the history of music.
It's a good song.
And Diane Warren has been robbed her entire life.
She's written for everyone under the sun.
I mean, some of probably 2 or 3 of my favorite 10 songs.
Share to Kiss.
In the history of music.
Sometimes in the same year.
Yeah. I can't. I'm done. I get hot on the injustice for Diane Warren.
Physical comedy.
It's so good.
It was so nice. I mean, these two have got such a nice chemistry. But here we go.
The dark one. I don't know if you could say that in 2026.
There we go.
Christopher Guest is another one of my absolute favorite people. This is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't just set it up 10 minutes into the movie and then not have it pay off. And then he runs away
like a coward.
Like a honky-tonk man.
A perfect villain, man.
Beautiful. And the musical stings with the beat of the door.
Little synthesizer stings, yeah.
And was it somebody of note that did this music?
Mark Knopfler.
Oh, sure. Dire Straits, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh. Send in the big man.
Oh, yeah.
I got it. One punch. And then he walks away.
Yeah.
These crowns are awful. Hers isn't bad.
You call it Memphis right now. They got a crown down there worth something. Jerry Lawler.
Yeah.
He's got probably got a whole room full of them.
Hers looks nice.
Yeah.
Who lights all those candles? Like, is there a servant or something that just goes around the castle lighting all of the... I mean, there's 45, 50 candles lit in these hallways. And torches.
Oh, yeah.
I love Andre's lost.
Yeah. Well, Wesley disappeared on him.
Who's eating all those apples? Oh, no.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
What a line.
Oh, it's so true.
What a line.
Oh.
Like, somebody went around and lit all those candles for the...
Oh, yeah. And the roaring fire in the middle.
And I don't mean, like, for the production. I mean, like, it's in the story.
And shoot.
In the story.
Inside the story. They just...
Right. Like, somebody living at the castle. Look, there's wax dripping on the food. When they cut back, look at the wax dripping. Never mind, they're not cutting back. Son of a bitch.
But there's a hell of a story coming up with Patinkin's motivation behind the upcoming scene.
Like, these are her chambers, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
So did she light all the candles in her room?
Well, I gotta keep the place warm somehow. Big drafty castles.
That's a cost, right? I mean, you gotta replace those candles every few days.
Yeah. Wax don't last forever.
I mean, this is a kissing book, right?
It's a kissing book.
That's a good line.
Yeah.
Are you still trying to win? Yeah, look at the wax dripping.
Oh, yeah.
Dripping on the food, on the table. Like, that's great. The puncture wounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Mandy Patinkin lost his father in 1972 to cancer.
Okay.
And his motivation behind this scene was that killing Count Rugen is him killing the cancer that killed his father.
So, I mean, like...
How's that for motivation?
Method acting?
Yeah. Focusing it down to something very personal, and that's why it feels the way it does.
That's really great, and I don't think people do that as often as they should.
Oof.
And he's given him exactly the same wounds.
Yeah.
From both shoulders to the face.
And Patinkin said, right in this moment, he felt like he got his father back for one moment.
I love that.
You can't, there's nothing.
I love that.
That's an emotion you just can't manufacture.
I was there. That is an important part.
Some of them had to have kept all this costuming in some kind of warehouse somewhere.
I would think
too nice.
There's got to be some sort of there's got to be some sort of like traveling exhibit or Planet Hollywood or some.
The amount of attention and detail they put into this costuming is spectacular.
I always enjoy when somebody tells somebody else how they're going to mutilate them.
Yes. I love it. Just so beautiful. And the subtle push in.
Well, he's the hero.
Oh yeah, well just the filmmaking of it all, just push it on just to emphasize the moment. And he doesn't blink at all. It's that magnetic stare.
I think that's a fairly common thing.
Yeah, but just like, that's an actor who knows what he's working with. And he's been, the entire cast is pitch perfect, but he's just been so on point with this presentation.
And his hair is still picture perfect.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Some sort of product in it to keep keep it glued down there on the sides. Those wings don't stay there on their own above the ear like that.
Because again, at the heart of it, he's also a little bit of a coward.
Right. He's lost.
No.
Now, I immediately think, which horse draws the short straw?
Gets them right there back with him.
I cannot imagine André the Giant being able to ride a horse.
No.
Like, I don't know what the weight limit is on a horse.
No.
But I can't imagine it's 5 1/4 or whatever it was that he, tipped in at.
Yeah.
There's a stunt shot that I'm sure that they had André been at full strength.
Yeah, they had to have her on cables to do this.
Right.
Into his arms.
He's kind of the best character in the movie, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got the most the tragic backstory and everything, and the relatable motivations and everything. I mean,
look at that stunt guy.
You wouldn't mind seeing a little more adventures of him and Fezzik.
The little legs on that pretend André.
Oh yeah, no. But yeah, I mean, you'd love to again, like I said, you'd love to see maybe another adventure with Inigo and Fezzik in that regard out there doing the Dridpar's Robert thing on the high seas. I love
it. Now he doesn't mind the kissing.
Yeah.
I'm curious what the other ones were. It doesn't really matter, though, because the sentiment is there. Let's see. What?
That's probably the head of Rob Reiner. Didn't he wear a hat like that in Spinal Tap? The kind of naval hat?
Yes.
It's on the, it's probably the same one.
It might be. Now I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I'd bet it was, but love this moment.
As You Wish is the perfect bookend.
Yeah.
No pun intended, bookend.
Yeah, just,
I can't quite make out
Yeah,
what...
he caught it right when he turned off the lights.
I was trying to take a photo of that hat, but I at least want to see if maybe... maybe we can get a shot of it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, talk about... Let's show you all these beautiful shots, right?
Oh, yeah.
The cinematography.
I love a curtain call cast ending.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think it's much more interesting. Much more interesting than just rolling.
Yeah.
Then again, nowadays
the characters just one more time. That curtain call bow. Yeah, we're just hearing the instrumental version of Storybook Love, but it's such a beautiful piece of work. Willie DeVille has such gorgeous vocals on it.
And if they used his working name, André the Giant, nobody's going to use his real name.
André Rusimov.
Introducing Robin Wright.
Yeah, so splashing on the scene hot.
Columbo is fantastic. The impressive clergyman.
Yes.
Carol Kane is wonderful, isn't she?
Yeah, just spectacular. And
Billy Crystal. Cannot say enough good things about Billy Crystal.
Oh, yeah.
I really cannot. Yeah, there he is, Mark Knopfler. Yeah. And shout out to that cinematographer, too.
Adrian Biddle, yeah.
I never really, I didn't watch this a lot as a kid.
Oh, I did. I grew up on this film so much. I'd watch it on holidays all the time. It would just be on TV most of the time and everything, and I just adored it. And just last year, but it was about a year ago, whatever reason it was, I was in this really awful funk, and then I put this film on, and it just did so much to turn myself around. It's such a lovely film. There's not a sliver of cynicism in the film. It's so genuine and heartfelt. Goldman's screenplay is just untouchable.
It's ridiculous, but in the best way.
Yeah. The sincerity of it, the heart of it all, the soul of everything. Again, you said it was there's simplicity to it, but that's a simple story told so very well, cast so beautifully. Also, stunt coordinator Peter Diamond, he also worked on the Star Wars trilogy, so they got really high on guys on this whole thing in that regard.
There's Bob Anderson, the sword master.
Just Anderson. He passed away in 2012, but the guy just built a fantastic legacy. So anything between 1980 to about 2010, if it had phenomenal sword play, most likely he was involved with it.
The matte paintings are great too. There were a lot of them that, it was really very seamlessly.
Yeah, we didn't have anything. Usually, if there's a bad optical or something like that, we'll throw it out really badly. But yeah, everything was blended really nicely. It was apparently on the castle, it was in reality it was a little didn't have quite as much panache, so they kind of did some kind of augments to it with matte paintings and everything to give a little more spires and stuff like that to give a better shape to it. But yeah, they did a nice job with all that.
And it really, for being only the third film by Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
You could already tell that at this point that he's going to be a juggernaut in the landscape of cinema. So,
yeah.
I'm sorry we couldn't say happy birthday to Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Thank you for the legacy that you left behind.
You can't go wrong. Take any one of those films and put it on, and they're all brilliant.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Makes me want to go home and watch Harry and Sally.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for joining us. Take care.
Bye.